Welcome, guys, to the first ever Rh1no podcast, where we're gonna do a wrap up of sort of the week and some things we've noticed, and then we're gonna talk about one thing that annoys us, the relationship.
One thing every week. And I'll have you know, I've already got about 8 weeks planned. So this is gonna go for a while.
And then we do have a section in our Discord for questions, and if there's questions, we can answer them or talk about a question or two a week.
They don't
And
have to be serious. Not
no,
like it could just be like a bit of a joke, like you want to take a poll of like something that's been bothering you, or if you and your partner have been arguing about something and you want our opinion.
or if you just want to know
Like
if you're a weirdo that puts sock, shoe on, we can answer
instead
these
of sock,
questions.
sock, shoe, shoe,
Correct. That is the right answer.
then we will happily ask those questions.
Who the fuck puts? I don't know. I don't know. We're not talking about that today anyway. But
So our week has been. We've had a good week this week.
yeah,
I
we've been watching Predator and Alien all week.
We've been watching. Yeah, so we decided that we were going to start watching both the Predator and Alien movies, but in not in release order. We were going to watch them in the order that we Googled. Thank you Google. Of the order that they should be watched in. So we've watched a couple of Predator movies. We've watched the two Alien versus Predators. We've watched.
We've basically gone through.
Then it was a couple more Predator movies, and now
We've
the
basically gone through all the Predators and Alien vs Predators because of the timeline. Because
yeah.
Predator comes to Earth early. Sorry, spoiler alert, guys.
Um,
I think Prometheus is after
Prometheus
the Blade
is
Runners. We got to do the Blade Runners first.
Prometheus is coming up, but we haven't watched that one yet. At the moment we're up to the Blade Runners. 3 Blade Runners are apparently next in line, so that's probably going to be a hungover Sunday day tomorrow, maybe.
Not a bad series though. I thought it was going to be way worse than it was, to be honest. I thought it was going to be like Geek Haven, like like I'm not a fan of Batman and Superman, so I thought it was like going to be like that level.
Yeah.
But
But they've been good. But like the really weird thing is that I've picked up. I don't know if it's just because I know the movies now and I understand them, or whether more people are talking about them. But I have been listening to podcasts myself, and it was mentioned in one of those. And then I think I was watching somebody else stream, and there was somebody in the chat that said something about the Predator, and I was like, oh, like, I know what you're talking about. So I don't know if people always talk about Predator, and I'm only just realizing it now because I'm watching the movies, or if it's just a coincidence
well, they're
that
pretty big series though, right? Like I've never even watched them all. Like I've watched one here and there or whatever, whenever it's been on TV or
yeah.
whatever.
I mean, myself, I've never known Predator. I've seen one or two of the Alien movies, but I didn't even know what Predator was.
One of them fucking Alien well, which one? One of them was terrible already though. The dark one. I couldn't see what the fuck was going on.
I think that was the first Alien versus Predator, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fucking woef.
But it was horrible. Like every scene was like really close up, and it was so dark, you just couldn't see what the fuck was happening. Like
The
you didn't know what alien you were looking at, whether it was a really big one or a little one.
the original Predator, I couldn't believe how good quality the Predator was for the year it was released.
The first one
Yeah, with
with
Arnie. Yeah, that was the best. That was quite decent. I think the fucking Arnold Predator was probably one of the best ones out of them. The second one where it was in like the city though, that was not bad. It was a bit weird
that was like the second Predator that
with the gangsters and
it
shit.
was filmed in like 1990
And they had
something,
the
and,
futuristic guns.
and it was like futuristic
They had these
to be
pistols with
from
like scopes and shit on
1997.
them. And they had pistols with like scopes on them, and then like one of the aliens, like 3 years later, they're back to fucking knives and shit.
Hang on a minute, pretty sure the first Predator movie had more muscle mass than any other movie well, because it had Arnie.
No, you know who the fucking sick cunt from the first movie was? Was the I'm assuming he was a Indian American. His name was Scout or something. He was like the dude who just like he gets his knife and he cuts the tree and he starts drinking out of the tree and he's like, "You're watching us." And then like right near the end, he's like the second to last guy alive and he just takes his shirt off. He's like,
See, I think
"That's
that's
the Tarkov player I want on my team. A guy who's
see.
willing to sacrifice himself and take out some big motherfuckers."
I think we've watched too many in a row because now I can't remember which movie is which, and they all have the same fucking name.
What?
The Predator, Predators, Predator, The Predator, Alien versus Predator, Aliens versus Predator. Like, fucking, how are you supposed to remember what movie's what?
Read the title.
Yeah, but when you're watching them one after the other, how do you remember what happened in what movie?
Remember?
No. Anyway, anything else happen this week?
Week. No, just that I've noticed tons of homeless people around London lately.
More?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's because of summer. I think they're like. I honestly think like.
They're not dead because they're frozen.
Yeah, they're just like.
They've they've all defrosted, so they're on the streets.
Well, they don't look like they're. They don't look like they're like really bad off. So I don't really know. I don't really know
I
what
don't
this.
know.
Some of them. I just feel like some of them that walk around in London with like injuries. There's got to be more than going on. Because I think if you walked into a hospital with some of those injuries that I see, I'm like, they're not going to turn you away.
Yeah, they won't turn you away, but they would still you'd still have a bill if you're not covered by health insurance.
But if you had no
Like
address,
if you're not a UK citizen and you don't have like travel insurance if you're traveling or health insurance because you're from a different country, they're still gonna bill you.
yeah, but surely, like, if you had no money, you're not going to give a fuck about money.
I'm sure there'd be some way around the government. Sure of it. I remember back in Oz, we had someone that was I think they were on a holiday and their mother found out they had cancer or some shit. They were in the hospital for weeks.
Yeah, but they're
Weeks.
not homeless. There's
No,
like
but
these.
they weren't paying their bills. They had to pay bills because they had no insurance and they weren't paying the bills. It got to the point where we were almost going to have to kick them out the hospital even though she was still sick.
I don't think he's would though.
I don't know. I don't remember what ended up happening, but I remember that because it was really controversial of like what we should do for
It's like that game War Mine when you've got like to choose whether to feed like a pregnant woman or to feed the guy who's out scavenging shit. Me, I'm gonna be feeding the scavenger. I want him tip top shape to be fucking. You didn't see the series, but the new series Snowpiercer, there's like this big dude. Everyone like gives a part of their protein bar to him because they want the big dude fucking strong. That's me. I'm feeding the fucking tough, letting the weak fucking suffer. But you have a conscience, and I bet you're like splitting the food equally and shit, aren't you?
Yes,
Nah.
absolutely. I mean, if it was a kid versus an adult, the adult gets a bigger portion, but still, everybody gets to eat.
Yeah, everyone does get to eat, but let's just take a little bit of everything and give it to the big dude, then we can fight.
But the big dude probably doesn't need much food.
He has 20 kilos of muscle.
He has reserves.
Of muscle. They need to be fed. You telling me, alright, right. So we have 10 dudes, and we have 10 blocks of food. So one each, right? We have an old granny, let's say like 3 old grannies, and like 3 young fucking massive cunts, right? Telling me the old grannies shouldn't give up a little bit of their food for the big dudes to keep the big dudes at tip top shape in case someone tries to fucking break into their house? Or do you think everyone should be equal so that the the big dudes
I
maybe
think I think that everybody should just have enough to be satisfied. Just to have enough so that they're no longer hungry. And then if there's leftovers, save it for the next day because you don't know if you're going to have food the next day. So just have enough so that you're no longer hungry.
you didn't see Snowpiercer?
No, I haven't seen Snowpiercer.
Nah. I'm just saying, I'd be feeding. I'd want the guys. it's like hunters and gatherers, right? In the fucking caveman days. Okay. You want do you want your hunters to be tip top shape so they can go out and get more food for the fucking crew, or do you want to make sure that everyone gets fed equally so that the hunters may not be at tip top shape?
No, you need your. All right, fine,
You're gonna say
fine.
equal again, aren't you?
Yeah, I was, but you're right. You're right.
So the difference could be the difference between feeding the rest of the people. Caveman,
You know what else happened to me this?
what happened?
I may. I kind of want to know what everybody else's opinion on this because I said under my breath, um, when I was doing an injection teacher work, that I was gonna do it with something, but there wasn't enough liquid in the vial, so I was like, "Oh, there's fuck all in that." But I said it under my breath. I was fuck all in that, and like pushed it to the side and got another one. And then I just said it without even thinking. But the people that I was teaching were religious.
Oh,
They were Jewish,
what did you say
and
to
I
him?
was like, I didn't say anything to them. I just said in my breath. I just swore under my breath, saying, "Oh, there's fuck all in that." So then yeah,
So
I
what?
was like, should like is that did they hear me? Have I just really offended them? Are they going to be like upset and not want to see it? Like, should,
What did you sort of say? You just swore amongst them, not at them.
not at them, no. And it was just like
Was
in,
it like the
and it was
typical
under my
Australian,
breath.
like fucking, or was it like fuck this?
No, I think it was more typical Australian. Like, so basically, when you do an injection teach, you have a vial of liquid and a vial of powder. So I went to grab the vial of liquid, and I thought there was enough in it, but there wasn't. I
And you
was
were
like,
like,
oh,
fuck's sake.
no, I was like, oh, there's fuck all in that, and pushed it away, and then grabbed another one.
But they were really religious and they were looking at you weird.
Well, they were like Jewish to the point where they have like the little hats on their heads,
What does
and
that got to do with it?
they had to have their bloods done the day, like not on a weekend,
Well, what
because they
dignifies
can't have
us?
bloods taken on a weekend.
All right, so would you have said that in front of your mum?
Of course, I would. I'm talking about people that are really religious, like the like the Jewish, like the Muslims that are really religious, like the Christians that are so like this is how things are done.
Yeah,
Should you feel bad and
I think so, a little bit.
should you hold back on swearing in front of those
I
types of
think
people?
I think it's more like a respect thing, right? Like you don't say cunt in front of your parents,
Oh, no,
even though. So
I don't say that word at all.
even though um, cunt is a very universal word in Australian culture, I'd still never say it in general talk with my parents in the room. But I bet you my dad says it a lot, but I'd never say it with my mum in the room, especially, right?
Yeah, but that's because you have
But it's a respect thing, so it's the
that's
same thing.
because you have
So,
respect for your mother.
so if you're at work and you're dealing with clients, you shouldn't swear in front of the clients. Doesn't matter about their religion, right? And if you were in
Yeah,
public and you saw someone walk past, no matter what their religion, you wouldn't give a fuck.
yeah, I guess.
So I
So
don't.
so
I just think you're
basically,
more. I think you're more upset the fact you swore at work than you swore in front of a fucking someone who was religious. I think they
I think
care.
yeah, I don't know. I think because I said it under my breath though, so I'm like maybe they didn't hear me. Maybe.
Yeah, but it's like because like I'm in the trade, right? So if I went to a client and I was like talking about shit, I might be like, oh yeah, fucking this, and it might be like an old granny or something, and as soon as I say it, I'd know. Probably shouldn't have said that in front of her because she's.
Oh, instantly. As soon as I said it, I was like, fuck,
But
I just swore.
but you just fucking move on. Like if they had a big issue with it, they'd say something and then you could apologize. But if
Yeah.
I think,
I just pretended that I didn't say it and kept going on as though nothing ever happened.
but I think I think it's a respect thing. I think you, it's the same as all this like pronouns for like men and women and all that shit, right? Like trans and all that shit. I think it's a very similar topic because if you, I think if you respect the person and you know the person, you'll call them by whatever they want to be called. Just like you'd call your friend whatever they want to be called. Like if your friend was like, so say you started calling your friend Buffer, right? Typical Aussie nickname, and he's like, mate, don't call me Buffer, I don't like it. Stop calling him Buffer if you respected him,
Yeah, of course.
right?
Yeah.
Even, you know what I mean? So I think if you respect someone, you slip up. Everyone slips up. Like you might accidentally call someone the wrong pronoun, or you might call someone the wrong nickname or some shit. Everyone slips up, but I don't think unless you're like directing things at people, I don't think it matters.
I guess. And I mean, like, I think
As
it's
long as you're
just,
not dropping it every
I think,
second word.
no, of course not. I do my best not to swear in front of patients. It just, I slipped up today. But, and then I don't hold back in front of my colleagues, absolutely. Because, like I said to you earlier today, like the other day when it was raining, absolutely hammering down in the UK, my British friend was like, "Oh, the heavens have opened. Look at the rain." And I glanced over and I was like, "It's fucking pissing down." And it's just what we say.
No, no,
It's
no.
just Aussie. It's just us.
You,
It's what.
you say Marge, the rains are here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But then they wouldn't get that reference because they don't know the old McCain's ad,
yeah, yeah.
eating corn on the tin roof. You're traveling, especially like around Australia and around Asian countries and those sorts of things. Asian tourists
Oh,
are
they're the
the
worst.
worst types of tourist, and some people may say that that is racist,
No, it's a
but
fact.
it's a fact. Like, call me racist if you want, but Asian tourists fucking terrible.
They
They
have no.
push. They always push to the front. They don't give a shit about anyone else.
Talking of travelers, Asians are the worst type of travelers in general. Do you know who the worst type of fucking travelers, in my opinion, are?
Who?
Cruise ships.
Cruise
People that
ship.
pick to fucking go on cruise ships are the fucking worst type of people in the world.
They are the type of people that are like,
Oh dear, bring me my fucking cheese toasty, and where's the
oh,
pizza cart?
oh, excuse me, my bed hasn't been made in the last 2 hours. Can you please make my bed?
The,
Oh, no buffet dinner tonight? What is this? I
I
can't stuff
know,
my face and have unlimited amounts of food?
and when my parents are like, yeah, we booked another cruise, I'm like, you're a fuck.
Oh, you get to look at the ocean every day. How exciting!
I'll wake up and I see a blue fucking skyline again. Yeah, but you get to dock in all the ports. And what do? Yeah,
You have
we
a
get in a
timed
car, we go to a
4
fucking
hours.
restaurant, and then we come back, and then we sit on the fucking boat.
You have a timed 4 hours. You get off, you run around to try and see as much as fuck all you can, and then and if you don't get back on the boat, you're fucking stranded. No thanks. No.
Doesn't interest me at all. Like, not one bit.
You're restricted. I mean, I've been told there are so many activities on a cruise ship, like you're never going to get bored, but you're still restricted to the cruise ship. Like if someone fucked you off, like I mean, I guess cruise ships are massive and you can avoid people, but if someone pissed you off, you're gonna run into them at some point in the day. Like you can't, or if you've like embarrassed yourself in front
Imagine
of
if you,
some other family
yeah, imagine if
because
you
you
went
got
to
too
fuck a
drunk,
bit. Imagine if you went to fuck a bitch and you like couldn't get up or some shit.
or like imagine if like you're on a cruise ship and it was just like, say you and I went on a cruise ship and we had a massive argument and decided like, nah, that's it, we're not that we're breaking up, not having a relationship anymore. You've got a week left of your cruise. You got no choice but to stay
That's
in the
an,
same bedroom as them.
that's almost any holiday though. Unless it got to the point in another holiday.
Yeah, but on another holiday you can go book another hotel, you can just fuck off home, get on a plane home.
True. But
On a cruise ship you gotta wait for that boat to turn around and come back home.
yeah, but you do get international waters. What do I mean? International waters. So we can like do weird shit in the ocean. Legal. There's no laws in certain parts of the ocean. You didn't know this?
No, I did not.
There's like parts of the ocean where there's like no law from any country, so it's called international waters and there's no laws. Yeah. Like if I wanted to kill you, there- I could kill you and there'd be
Hey, I'm never going on a cruise ship with
wait,
you ever.
if I killed you, dumped the body and there was no evidence and I did it in a certain point in the ocean, they would just have to trial me in that country like you're a missing persons, whatever the next country was or some shit like that. People go out there and like have sex with weird shit, like animals and stuff, bro.
On a cruise ship.
Not on a cruise ship. It's not like you're walking up the fucking plank of a cruise ship like, yeah, this is my fucking 478-pound bison I want to take with me. Like, they're not gonna let you in with that.
No, you just go out on your tinny.
Can't be tinny. What's wrong with you?
I
Otherwise,
think I think we're done with like our
yeah.
weekly like catching up on our week.
I think we're
So
just gonna talk about our relationship for a bit
the
now,
next the
and
next
we have
bits
lists
we have lists.
of what we want to fucking rag on each other.
So basically, we're going to pick one thing every week of something that has pissed us off.
All right, you're
Of
going
the other.
first, by the way.
I'm going
Fucking
first.
oath, you're going first. You wanted to do this, so.
Oh God, let me pick one from. Let me look at my list. Let me pick a good one.
What do you mean, pick one from your list?
I told you I have like 8.
This is gonna hurt. Fuck me, bro. She's gonna. She reckons she's
Complaints
got
about this
10
guy.
weeks worth of content to fucking rip on me
I've got
for.
9. I've got 9 points here.
Alright.
9
I've
points,
got
my
one
guy.
and it happened this week. It's not even a point.
All of this happened this week.
Right,
No, no. Okay, all right. This one's relevant to right now, actually. So, something that pisses me off that you do all the time, and it's not a big deal. Like, I'm just like, it doesn't really matter, but it's one of the things that irks me. You'll take, say we're having a few drinks, right? As we're having a few drinks today, he'll take the empty cans and bottles, glasses, whatever. He'll go to the kitchen and he'll just put them on the bench.
yeah.
The recycle bag is literally 1 meter away.
Yeah, but then I can
Why
get
can't you put
all
them in the recycle
because
bin?
I get all because
Or
I get all the bottles and then I dump the little fucking dregs in the sink all at once and then put all the bottles in the fucking bag in one
or
shot.
when you're going to the kitchen, you could just dump the dregs of the drink into the sink and put it in the recycle bin all at the same time.
No, because that's not efficient.
Yes, it is.
And
And
you don't get to
no,
look at the how many beers you drank.
you
What if
haven't
you
let me
want to see how many
finish.
beers you drank for the night?
You haven't let me finish.
What do you mean?
It's not just empty drinks and stuff. So if we were to get like takeaway food, or if you were to fucking like, for example, if you have a soup, right? If you have a cup of soup, you open up your thing of soup, he puts it in his cup, and then he leaves the rubbish on the bench.
Yeah.
The bin is right
No, because
there.
you do all your chores in one fucking section of the day.
But
So
you don't do them. I do them.
because you can't wait until that section of the day is here.
And when is that section of the
At
day?
the
Maybe
end of
I'll
the fucking
wait.
day.
Maybe I'll wait
It's
and
the
see if
end
you
of
do
the
it next
day. It's
time.
the last thing. When I go for a piss at
No,
night, it's like, oh fuck, I've probably cleaned that bench. It might stay there another day. Alright. But
yeah,
you
it
fucking
might
can't
stay
wait.
there another
You
day.
can't wait one more fucking day.
You
Yeah.
clean as you go. Have you never heard of cleaning as you go?
No.
It makes your life so much
No, you
easier.
have designated cleaning times through the fucking day.
No, because it makes your life harder. If you have a designated
No,
cleaning
because
time,
this is why you're always fucking cleaning.
no,
And then you go,
yeah,
oh, I'm always fucking cleaning. Well, fucking stop cleaning
because
and do it one time a day.
Because if you clean as you go, right? If you spill something on the bench and you're like, oh, it's not designated cleaning time, I'm not going to wipe up the bench yet. I'll wait 2 hours until it's designated cleaning time. That whatever fucking shit you've spilt on the bench has gone crusty as fuck, dried to shit, and it's like you take 3 minutes to clean it off the bench instead of 2 seconds to just wipe it
No,
as you're going.
if it's gonna stain, you clean it up straight away. Like if I spilt red wine on the floor, I ain't gonna be like, oh yeah, that's cleaning time. I'm not a
I'm not
fucking idiot.
talking about something that stains. I'm saying like imagine you spill your soup. All right,
We're
you
still
spill
talking
your
about
soup.
soup.
We're still talking about soup because that's
You
what's
got an
fresh in
issue
my
with
brain.
fucking soup, obviously.
You spill your soup on the
If I
bench.
stop drinking soup, would that make you fucking happy?
No,
Fucking hell.
you spill your soup on the bench, okay, and you leave it there for 3 hours. That soup then goes hard, and it takes a lot more effort to clean than if you just got the cloth and wiped it up
So
as you spilt
this
it.
is your issue, right? Is that this soup, this magical soup spilled, right? And it's fucking starting to go crusty. I'm gonna wait to clean that up because I'm looking at it, I'm going, fuck that. I'm gonna clean it up later. You can't wait the later. That's your issue. You see it and be like,
Why can't you just clean it up as it's there?
because I got other shit to do.
Oh, how long does it take you?
But like, it's gonna get done. It's like doing the dishes.
Oh, because you know I'll do it.
No, no, it's not. Because even if I do clean this shit up, I'm gonna clean it up, and you'll be like, you didn't clean it up good enough, bitch. I,
Then do it properly.
I, I fucking try, and it's never fucking up to your standard, is it, cunt?
All right, all right.
Done?
That's my little thing where you take stuff from here to the kitchen, and instead of putting it in the rubbish or in the recycling bin, you just leave it on the bench when the bins are literally 30 centimeters away. Remember how you were asking of how much Rhino helps out around the house?
No,
He thinks he's helping,
no.
but
You
he's not.
don't throw the beers in the bin because it's like I want to see my fucking
I
accomplishment in the
don't want to
morning.
see.
I want to see the
I
accomplishment of how
don't.
many beers I've drank too.
I don't want to see how many beers I've drunk because I'll look at that and be like, oh, that's why I feel
The
like
f-
shit. Why the fuck did I do that?
what the fuck do you mean? I don't want to wake up in the morning and see like 2 beers on the counter. I feel like a bitch. I'll be like,
I don't want to
I'm
see
way
anything
too
on the
hungover
counter.
for 2 beers.
No, because then you're too hungover to clean, right? So I'd rather it be done.
So we clean the next day.
No, because then that's Monday and that's when I'm at work.
See, this is the
Ugh.
problem is that you can't
Count,
wait.
count how much time you save. Yeah. No.
No,
No.
it's not that you clean everything. It's you can't wait for me to clean shit.
And then when I ask you to help me, you crack the shit.
Yeah, because I have a designated time. I have a designated time, and you're cutting that time fucking different.
What is this time? Where is this designated
At the
cleaning
end
time?
of the day,
And when is the end of the day? Because you tend to go
it's
from here to
different.
bed, and I have to remind you to brush your teeth.
Yeah. That's because I used to brush it in the mornings, and then now my whole this is a perfect segue. This is a perfect segue. That's
Oh,
because I used to brush it in the mornings, and now I
okay.
can't brush in the mornings because you are a fucking cow. You are a
Oh,
fucking cow in the mornings.
fuck off. I'm
So
not gonna hear you brush your
my
teeth.
fucking beef with you is how much of a fucking cow you are in the mornings. All right? I get up for work,
Yeah.
and you're already yelling at me. Shut the fuck up. Turn your phone off. All this
Because
shit.
you have your phone on full
Wait,
volume at 5
wait,
a.m. in the
wait,
morning.
wait, 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 wait. We got up the other morning. We had sexy time. Okay?
Okay.
We had some
Okay.
sexy time.
Okay.
And then I said, I said, alright, I
I
better get ready for
remember.
work. And
I
you know what
remember.
Rook says? She goes, oh yeah, you've got 10 minutes to get ready. And I said, oh no, I'm already running late. It'll be fine. And then she just stares at me dead in the eyes and goes, no, you have 10 minutes to get to work. Because she knows, I know that if I take more than 10 minutes, there's gonna be something wrong with my fucking soup later. She's gonna spike my soup. That's what she's gonna do. She is the biggest fucking cow in the mornings.
Okay.
And when you get home when you're hangry.
Okay. In my defense, I work 10-hour days at work. So so Rhino leaves for work at 5, somewhere between 5:35 and 5:45 in the morning. My alarm goes off at 6:15.
I'm
That half
doing
an
the
hour.
basic functions that a human needs to do to go to
Oh,
work.
this is gonna like segue into another thing that
So,
pisses me off that you do in the
so
morning.
I get up, I get
Oh,
dressed, I
Rhino does
pack my
fucking work
bag,
hard.
I get dressed, I pack my bag, and then I go to work. Somewhere in there, I get a glare from you,
No,
or shut the fuck up, or some shit because you're angry because I'm moving. I've moved in the
no.
morning.
Correction, correction. If you watch videos on your phone, I will tell you off because
Wait,
you're
but
making
you
noise.
watch videos every morning, as soon as you get up, even
No,
if
I
I'm
don't.
asleep. What were you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you hear it?
Yeah,
They were silent.
yeah, I have fucking silent hearing.
Fuck off.
I could see the fucking light reflecting off of the fucking wall. Woke me up.
Please.
But I didn't say shit, did I?
Please. You were awake before me.
Fucking bullshit.
And then you decided to watch Twitch. As you went to the toilet, you watched your friend stream with your phone on full volume in the bathroom, and then you come back to bed,
Oh, I didn't know you could hear
turn
the
your
phone from the
phone,
bathroom. The
turn
bathroom's
your
20
phone
meters
off.
away.
You turn the phone off as you get to the bedroom door, and they're like, "Oh, are you awake?" Yeah, because your phone's just been on full volume in the room next door through the wall. So of course I'm fucking
Yeah,
awake,
there's a
aren't
wall.
I?
There's a wall.
Oh, and because sound doesn't travel through the walls here.
I didn't know it was a poor wall till this morning.
You know why you don't know? Because I'm silent. I'm quiet, and you don't hear me
That's fucking
because
quiet, I tell you that.
I'm quiet.
Fucking hell. Look,
Okay,
in the mornings, you're a fucking cow.
I am.
If
Yes.
I get up to go for a piss, you'll be like, where the fuck are you going? And I'll be
No.
like, I'm going for a piss. You'll be like, and I know you're not gonna say it, but you'll be like, better not come back to this bed, bitch, because I'm gonna fall back to sleep in the next minute. And if you wake me up, I'm gonna be so fucking angry for the next 2 hours of the day. So I know that if even if I just want to piss in the morning, I'm segregated. I can't come back to bed. I'm done.
No. You get up at 6 a.m. and go pee, you ain't coming back to bed.
Yeah,
Especially on a weekend.
right. I need to piss.
Okay.
You think just because it's a fucking Saturday, my fucking bladder functions aren't the same? I still need to piss the same time every morning. Fuck.
Okay. But um there are some mornings where you don't make noise on your phone. You don't watch videos on your phone. You just get up, get ready, pack your shit, you walk out the door. Do I complain those mornings?
I don't know.
No, I don't.
I think you're just in a too deep sleep them mornings.
No, I'm awake the whole time while you're getting ready. I can hear what you're doing. I hear you open up the drawers. I hear you get dressed. I hear you pack your bag. I hear you go to the fridge.
So back to the
I hear you go pee.
back to the segue. I used to brush my teeth after fucking having
Oh,
having
that's
breakfast in
not
the
as fun.
mornings. So I used to eat breakfast in the mornings, peoples. But I don't eat breakfast in the mornings now because it will wake her up.
Yeah.
So I don't brush my teeth in the mornings. So now I have to brush my teeth at night. Therefore, I forget because it's not part of my routine. So she has to remind me.
So what is it that pisses you off? My moodiness in the morning.
Yes,
Is that where that went?
yes.
Okay. Did you feel better? You feel better getting that off your chest?
Better hearing it off my chest.
No? Because
Me neither.
it ain't going to change. It's still going to do the same thing.
uh, all right, guys.
Ah, dear.
I think that's podcast one done. All right, wrapped up. Thanks for listening.